The B-1 Lancer remains one of the most powerful and dangerous bombers in the U.S. Air Force. In this video, we break down why the B-1B Lancer is still one of America's deadliest bombers in 2026. From its unmatched speed and massive payload to the modern combat upgrades that keep it relevant today. For most machines, speed is a promise that expires. Materials weaken, engines wear, assumptions fail. Aircraft are especially cruel to their own creators. Fighters age out, bombers age faster, doctrine changes, and entire fleets disappear with it. And yet, one aircraft refuses to fade quietly. The B-1 Lancer first flew in the 1970s. Designed in the shadow of nuclear war, born into an era obsessed with speed, altitude, penetration. It was meant to sprint into the heart of enemy airspace, faster than interceptors, lower than radar, carrying consequences no one wanted to use. That future never arrived. The Cold War ended, air defenses evolved, stealth replaced speed, and for a moment, the B-1 looked obsolete before it ever peaked. Many assumed it would be retired early, a miscalculation, a bomber without a mission. It wasn't. Because the B-1 Lancer was never just about how fast it could fly, it was about how much it could carry and how far it could bring it. The Lancer is aggressive in form, swept wings that move in flight, engines buried deep in the fuselage, a body shaped for violence at speed. It looks modern even decades later, not elegant, purposeful. Speed was its advantage, low-level penetration was its doctrine, but what kept it alive was something else entirely: capacity. The B-1 was overbuilt for its era, not by accident, by fear. Engineers assumed it would need to fly farther, carry more, adapt faster than planners could predict. And they were right. When nuclear missions disappeared, the B-1 did not. It transformed. The bomber once designed for apocalypse became a conventional powerhouse. Payload bays filled not with singular weapons, but with many. Precision replaced yield. Flexibility replaced finality. The B-1 became a truck for modern warfare, a supersonic delivery system for complexity. Unlike stealth bombers, it does not hide from the battlefield. Unlike fighters, it does not dance around it. It overwhelms it. A single B-1 can carry more conventional weapons than any other bomber in the U.S. inventory, not because it is subtle, because it is relentless. Modern war does not always reward invisibility. Sometimes it rewards presence, time on station, the ability to strike again and again without leaving the fight. The B-1 excels here. It loiters, it adapts mid-mission, it retasks in real time, targets change, and the aircraft does not need to return home to change with them. This is where the B-1 found its relevance. In Iraq, in Afghanistan, in conflicts defined not by air defenses, but by endurance. While stealth bombers waited for perfect conditions, the B-1 was already overhead. Fast enough to arrive quickly, large enough to stay, powerful enough to matter. The Lancer does not rely on surprise anymore. It relies on inevitability. And like all survivors, it learned to think differently. Its most important upgrades were not visible. They were digital. Sensors, data links, battlefield awareness.
The aircraft became a node, connected to drones, connected to ground forces, connected to commanders watching from continents away. The airframe stayed aggressive. The mind became precise. This balance is rare. New aircraft struggle to match the B-1's payload. Legacy aircraft struggle to match its speed. Few match both. There is also something harder to replace: experience. The B-1 has been flown hard, used constantly, maintained under pressure. Its crews know its limits because they have found them. Its maintainers understand its failures because they have fixed them in combat conditions. Replacing the aircraft would mean replacing that knowledge. And in war, knowledge outlives hardware. This is why, even as newer bombers arrive in 2026, the B-1 still matters, not as the future, but as a weapon perfectly tuned to the present. It is not stealthy enough to define the next war, not old enough to be ceremonial, not fragile enough to retire. The irony is unavoidable. The bomber built to outrun Armageddon found its true purpose in persistence, in flexibility, in overwhelming force applied carefully, in staying power. The B-1 Lancer was never meant to age gracefully. It survived by refusing to specialize too narrowly. Technology does not fail because it is old. It fails because it cannot adapt. The B-1 adapted. So, when people ask why the B-1 Lancer is still one of America's deadliest bombers in 2026, they are asking the wrong question. They assume lethality comes from novelty, from being new, from being perfect. Sometimes it comes from something simpler, from carrying more than expected, from arriving faster than planned, from staying longer than anyone thought possible. The B-1 does not dominate the future. It dominates the space between wars. And that, in modern conflict, is often where power matters most.